Shazam, my people. You're now tuned in to Me TV. Now, we going to bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we going to do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey, man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now we getting into it. You feel me? So look, man, bang the like button. Bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story. Yo, you already know I'm back with another one, Me TV 1.0. Let me know where you watching from. Let me know where you watching from and just show me some love and hit the sub. You feel what I'm saying? For those of y'all who not sub to the channel, man, help your boy get up, man. Help your boy keep bringing these good content to you. You already know, man. But this what I would like to say, man. Today we got a story about some kids and the father and also the mother. And I would like to say respect and condolences goes out to this family. I know it's a hard time. This situation actually happened in October of the past year, 2023. And this happened in New Orleans, Louisiana. The suspect in this case, surprisingly, is the father. You feel what I'm saying? He's a senior and his son is a junior. And needless to say, Joseph Washington Sr. has took the life of his own son, not just his son. He had two other kids. The ages of the kids are 3, 5, and 8. Like I said before, man, rest in peace and condolences and respect go out to this family, man. This is something that should never happen. You got 3 beautiful kids, man, and as you can see these kids on the screen right here, man, these kids are some beautiful young innocent kids that every single one of them look exactly like this man, from the head shape to the chin shape. He couldn't deny this was his kids. And I know y'all wondering about now, okay, what's the whole total situation? What happened? Well, I'm gonna show y'all some clips, some news clips to kind of quantify this a little bit more. But the mother of these 3 kids, which I didn't get her name, I was looking for a name. The mother was calling the police frantically before this happened, saying that the father of her kids was threatening to burn down the house. Yes, so the mother called the police and is actually documented that she called the police because this man, as you can see on the screen, has a history of violence and domestic violence towards her and whoever else. Now, as you can see on this picture, obviously this man is on some type of drug, some type of, stimulants or whatever it may be. And to say the least, when you call the police in a city like this, you pretty much on your own until something tragic like this happen. Now, this guy went as far as locking his own 3 kids inside of a house and then setting it on fire. So ask yourself, what can make a person so upset or so angry that they'll take the life of their own kids? Now, me personally, it should have been some kind of cues or some type of red flags or some type of signs, which domestic violence is a big sign, that this dude wasn't all the way right. And this is crazy that women have to go through this more and more and more. And then at the end of it, you see so many women losing their lives. But in this case, the domestic violence led to him taking the lives of his own children. And just think about how egregious, how crazy or loose, how many marbles you have loose to actually hurt your own kids due to the fact of someone else. Like, I'm gonna let y'all see these clips and I'm gonna come back with more commentary, man. But this is a wild and crazy story.
And we will ensure you that the person responsible will be held accountable.
It is a tragedy that has rocked our community. 3 children under the age of 10 killed in a house fire in New Orleans East.
The children's father, Joseph Washington, is now charged with setting the fire and leaving the children inside before driving off.
Now we have team coverage on this arrest, the history of domestic abuse, and the desperate call the mother made trying to get help. We begin with WDSU reporter Shay O'Connor live at the scene where a memorial is growing. Family members are sharing their grief and neighbors are now reacting with shock and sadness about the event.
All right, Shay is live on the scene with more about what they are saying. Shay.
Good evening to Eugenia and Sella. Yeah, community members already rallying in support, and family members are actually here on scene right now, placing flowers and candles at the home where the 3 kids were killed. They tell me they are absolutely devastated at this time. I'm also hearing that the mother of these 3 kids loved them unconditionally.
Once I hit the end of my hall, you could just see the house engulfed in flames. And all I could think about is, where are the kids?
This neighbor was too shaken up to be seen on camera, but says she was present with the mother of the 3 kids as firefighters worked to get the children out of the home here along America Street.
There's 3 babies in that house, and they brought one child out, the oldest, and handed him to my husband. And he brought him to the lawn, and then they handed him a second child, and he brought him to the lawn, and we just kept screaming, there's still another baby in there.
Officials say the first 2 kids, a 5-year-old girl and 8-year-old boy, unfortunately died at a hospital. Eventually, the 3-year-old was recovered from the home. He was pronounced dead on scene. NOPD says the mother of the 3 kids called a little before midnight frantic, alerting them that their father, identified as Joseph Washington, had made threats that he would burn down the house with the kids inside. This surveillance video captures the moments Washington appears to have walked from the house with it still on fire. Washington's father was seen at the home just hours after the fire, trying to salvage pictures of his 3 grandchildren before pleading for his own son to turn himself in.
Joseph, turn yourself in. That's what you best do. Turn yourself in, Joseph. And that ain't no lie. Turn yourself in.
This man says he did yard work for the couple Tuesday afternoon, and Washington showed no signs of frustration at the time.
Once I knocked on the door, he came to the door, called her, and she came to the door. We spoke, and everything was calm, cool, and collective. I mean, there were no indications that something like this would go on.
Seeing the house is sad. It shows what some of these kids are dealing with, at home.
Joseph Washington is now charged in this crime, but neighbors say this is a day they'll never forget.
We've seen these kids for their entire lives, and we have to sit here and look at that house and know they lost their lives over there. They was just innocent kids. They were babies. They were just happy kids. And it's just a tragedy that our whole community has to deal with.
Now we're told the 2 oldest children attended Camp Moriel. The Orleans Parish School Board released this statement there on your screen that says, "This morning was a hard one again for the city of New Orleans. Please take a moment and pray for the children killed, their family, and their school community." I'm also told that there have been several reports of domestic abuse here at the home. It had gotten so bad that neighbors in this area knew that if they saw the lights flickering at the home to call the police on the mom's behalf. Reporting live from New Orleans, Shay O'Connor, WDSU News.
There is a community march going on right now.
For those of y'all who made it this far, as you heard on the news clips, man, you heard that the mother made a frantic call. You feel me? And you just got to think about it. The mom was actually at work at this time. And you got to think about it. Think about everybody in this situation. Think about the neighbors witnessing these 3 little kids that they probably see every day and know the mother and the father. Think about all of the people involved in this. Think about him. How is this gonna affect him long term? And I know y'all probably thinking about, oh, we ain't worrying about him, but that take a toll on him. That's gonna Yes, that's gonna take a toll on the mother, the grandmother, the aunts, the uncles, and the little cousins. Like how can you really explain something of this nature, something so heinous and disrespectful to the life that you created? This goes back to the tales. I don't know. I'm down here. I'm from the South. You heard me? I'm from New Orleans, and nothing good comes from this. You heard me? This explains why you heard some people say your grandmothers, your aunts, your uncles, and stuff like that, that some people don't deserve to be having kids because they are not aware enough and suited enough to have these kids and teach them the right things that they need to learn. Living in these conditions, some people provoke violence and some people are violent due to their upbringing and the violent nature of the things they seen while they was coming up. Now this is unexcusable, man. This is unexplainable. This is something no parent or no father, should I say, should ever do to his kids. He had no remorse. He never thought about his kids, not once. You got to think about what type of mindset a person could actually be in to actually light flame to a house and actually lock his kids. As you can see, he's seen here on camera walking away from the fire, and it was said that his girlfriend, yes, he had a girlfriend, so it's not like they was together. His girlfriend was waiting in the car. Now I don't know how true that part is, but if she was actually in that car, she is just as much to blame as him, because how could you be with somebody who actually locked their kids in the house and set a fire to the house? Like, that's unexplainable, man. Now, well, we came a long way, too far of a way to be burning up our own kids. Just think about all the mothers and fathers who lost their kids to violence and then just to accidents and certain little things. For you to go up there and disrespect human life like that, you deserve whatever you get, homie. You deserve whatever you get. This should be an open and shut case. As you heard on the news clips, they were saying that it was second degree. Man, this is first degree premeditated, man. This is the highest of the highest. Me personally, from my perspective, a crime like this, while you fully coherent and fully aware, yeah, this one right here deserve the ultimate penalty. You hear me? And I don't really believe in that for majority of the cases, but for this case particularly, how heinous and disrespectful it was to the human life, especially to kids, yeah, I think he definitely deserved that ultimate penalty, man. You feel me? But man, drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back with another one. You already know, Me TV 1.0. You hear me? Hit that sub. Show me some love. You hear me?